All right, let's go and see how the internet did react to the game yesterday. Starting off with Kulu THFC saying Kulusevski in the Spurs side. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gold amongst the rubble.
Yeah, for sure.
Diamond in the rough. Diamond, is that? No, that's not the right saying. What's the right saying?
Diamond in the rough.
Yeah, it's not the right saying for that. It's more like, yeah, I guess that's gold amongst the rubble. Haley Hotspur with a meme here saying, "Hey Archie, can you play at right back?" "Yes, boss." "Hey Archie, can you play at left back?" "Yes, boss." "Hey Archie, can you play at centre back?" He sighs, "Yes, boss." "Hey boss, can I play in midfield?" "Shut the fuck up."
That's probably how he feels at the moment.
Here's Ange Postecoglou talking about the strong words for Timo, and he says, "In the moment we're in now, I need everyone to be at least going out there and giving the best they can. What he produced wasn't acceptable. When I'm asking the younger players to do a massive job, I expect more from the senior players like him." And yeah, he must be feeling massively let down for someone that, you know, has been backing him up at every opportunity. Even when the fans were going mad at him, you know, he was like, "Well, you really think Timo can't score?" and all this kind of stuff. You'll see once he scores, you know, we'll go and score a few. But, you know, hasn't materialised like that.
Definitely not. And he was a bit of a disgrace last night. He didn't play well at all, and he didn't look like he wanted to be there. He looked like he was hiding a bit at times as well. And when you've got, as Andrew's saying, you've got young players looking to do big roles and stepping up for the team, and you've got someone like Werner, who's an experienced player and performing like that, it's got to be frustrating. Look, I don't know if he regrets his outburst because he was kind of backing up this morning, but it's you know, it's definitely strong words from Ange. Definitely strong words from him.
I feel it's out of character for him though to like come and do that in the press to a player. Like, it's not something we've seen it before.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I wonder what the consequences are. Will Werner take it to heart? Is he, look, Timo, the amount of shit he's probably taken over the past like 4 years, is this just going to be water for duck's back, or is it going to really affect him? I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Because he did say in the press conference today that he's still going to. We're going to need him. You know,
we are.
Yeah, so he's still going to have to play quite a significant amount.
Let's just hope this shakes him into something.
Yeah. Suddenly we're going to start seeing the RB Leipzig, the first time RB Leipzig Timo Werner.
Exactly.
Dejan Kulusevski created most chances than any player involved in last night's game, which was 3, and he only played half of a football match.
Yeah, and look, made a really great impact, scored a great goal, and he's just the one player that you can rely on at the moment to step in and actually provide for us, because at the moment we're just not sure what we're getting with a lot of these players.
Yep. And just comments on Lucas Bergvall. He says, "I thought Lucas was excellent when he came on," and he said he's making, you know, he's been saying this every game, so it's time for him to get a start.
Yeah, I think last 3 cameos has been really good, really positive. Looks like he's starting to turn to him a bit more now, getting him a bit longer in the team. But as you say, he was set to start yesterday, but was ill. But this illness has been going through the camp, hasn't it? Clearly, because Mikey Moore's been ill, Solanke's been ill, now Bergvall's ill, Brennan was ill as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
On the weekend. So. Let's just hope we can get through this blood. I mean, the last thing we need is bloody illness going through the camp on top of these injury crisis.
Well, it's the last thing we need, but it's what we've got. Decky was talking after the game, and he said, "Now we haven't won in a couple of weeks, so it's time to win on Sunday. Everybody needs to do a little bit more than we're doing right now." So obviously he recognises it. I'm sure nobody doesn't recognise the slump at the moment, and players need to step up for the cause. But he's someone that always does step up for the cause.
Definitely, and he's the one with the right mentality to just keep giving your best. And we know he's a very physical player, so maybe he's one who doesn't have as much a problem as other players keeping up that intensity and physicality as much as some of the other players do. But he's definitely one we can rely on at the moment, which you can't say that for everyone else. Yeah,
Heung-min Son Brazil fan account has AI has seen into the future with this picture of Sonny holding the UEFA Cup at the end of the season, apparently.
Come on. That's he's manifesting it. Love it.
Yeah, shame it's in like a 2-year-old kit, but
doesn't matter. And also, what's that badge? It doesn't say UEFA.
No, it's just some AI bullshit, basically. Ben Sack _ says, "Couldn't agree more. Son ripped one from the same spot this year, but hasn't taken one for Spurs since. And this is the free kick I was talking about in the match review when Sonny put it in from the exact same position that he gave the free kick to Maddison with yesterday.
Yeah, and maybe he should have been a bit more forceful. I mean, I don't think it doesn't mean he's guaranteed to put it in, but I guess it means he's capable of it, which we've seen. We know that he is.
Next up is from Quokka, and this is obviously Son having a laugh and joke with the Rangers players before the game in the pre-match.
He's always having a laugh and joke, Sonny.
He is. And Sham Best as well. This is Sonny trying to G up his teammates just before the second half started. Obviously,
I don't like Maddison there. He doesn't seem to be concentrating. He's like wandering, his head's wandering. Is he listening?
Madison's a bit Billy Bibb bollocks at the moment, man. I'm not happy with Maddison.
Come on, your captain's trying to tell you something. Everyone seems to be locked in, and he's just like, his head's wandering.
Yeah, Pedro Porro's just trying to warm up his hands. Kane from the lane says, if you didn't watch, then don't comment. Werner clearly couldn't be bothered, and Ange said the attitude is unacceptable. He is absolutely right, and Werner needs to know that. The reason he wouldn't say that about Son is because Son always gives 100% when playing even when playing badly.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
I think that's fair to say. Son is just one of those who gives you fundamentals. You know, he's not one of those players who doesn't try. But Werner looked like he'd rather be anywhere else.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, really, when you're a lone player as well and you're trying to play for your future at the club. If he does want to stay here, because I'd assume he does want to stay here, because I don't know if he gets better than Tottenham once he moves on with the way his career's gone over the last 3 or 4 years. You'd think, like, when you get your opportunities, you'll be busting a gut to really get yourselves back into the manager's plans or something.
I agree.
DXNTHFC says, I'm honestly done with Porro. And this is Ange talking to Porro after the game. He went straight to Porro, didn't he, as the game finished. And obviously Porro's been having a really hard time of it. Another hard game yesterday for him. Just bad decision-making, bad defensive actions on display. And Ange, giving him some words of wisdom, I guess.
Yeah, he seemed to be exacerbated with some of the decision-making, especially at the end of the game. But look, hopefully he learns from it, but he just needs a rest, I think.
Yeah. Rangers, this is Sonny _HM7 saying, no idea what Ange is saying to Son, but he ain't listening.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if what he's saying.
It's true. Look at that. He's actually walking off. Son is walking, and Ange is like trying to talk to him, and he just carries on walking. That's a bit strange look, isn't it? I never saw that before.
I don't know necessarily he's definitely talking to Son. I don't know.
Who else could he be talking to there?
Maybe there's Son ahead of him, or I don't know.
But he's clearly looking at Son.
No, because there's a coach that comes into frame. He might be shouting at him. I don't know. Maybe he is talking to Son. I don't know what's going on.
That looks like he's clearly talking to Son, in my opinion. I don't know. Prof Spur says, I don't think the myth-busting claims here follow all from the data. The trajectories to
that's not from yesterday. Is that from yesterday?
Oh, no. No,
it is from yesterday. Yeah.
That is from yesterday. Trajectories to 50 games for Klopp, Arteta and Ange are very similar, beyond which it makes zero sense to project the remaining 46 from the downward trajectory of the last 4 or even 10.
That was from this post. That was from the post. Oh, it's not from yesterday, actually. But that was from a post about comparing Ange's, first 50 games and then potentially first 100 games from Yidvids, I think it was. Yeah, Yidvids. And he was saying how the data shows that from what he's seen, there's enough data to suggest that the Ange project won't work, and he's myth-busting, I guess. Which I think is right, because he's basically, when you actually take the first 50 games, Klopp, Arteta, Ange, they're all very similar. But because their next 50, they improved a lot, and at the moment, we're on game 53, and
we're regressing.
We're regressing, but that's only 3 games. So he's extrapolated those 3 games, and over the whole 50 games.
Well, time will tell. Time will most definitely tell, and we'll get a better idea come the end of the season, that's for sure. And last but not least, these boys have pulled this out on the train up to Rangers. Was that you?
I definitely wish it was me, but these guys were definitely having the time of their lives. That's how you do a train trip, I think. So at least someone was having a good away day, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. That is how the internet did react to the 1-1 draw with Rangers yesterday.